That's what she said, we not go!
Okay, I'm here with my brother. This is Jumura Kirika. Uh, what are your thoughts on this game?
Well, this game, in my opinion, is actually pretty great. I mean, I played Punch Out for the NES and the SNES, and well, this is actually a good facelift to those previous games, and it's actually pretty good. And the controls are responsive, and everything works out great, and I actually like it.
In bottom line, if playing this game with the Wii mode and the nunchuck, I actually felt a little bit weird playing the game because I'm used to use the D-pad, and I was expecting to use the nunchuck just like in Wii boxing. I was prepared to actually start boxing and move my arms all the way around. And at the end, all you have to do is just move the controller back and forth. On your experience with the NES games, exactly what is your thought on the controllers? I know the controllers are responsive, but I prefer to play the game with the D-pad since the controllers actually didn't make me box like in Wii boxing. What do you actually think about that?
Well, every person has their preferences. I mean, someone would like to play the game classic, like for example the D-pad and the A and B buttons, and somebody would just like to go interactive and play like, just swinging their arms and moving the nunchuck. Yes, it is really different from Wii boxing, which you actually box in that game, but actually.
There's even a controller that comes in form of a boxing glove. And at the end, you don't have to box again this game. Remember, all you have to do is just do this. So if you're going to spend $20 on a Wii controller that it comes in form of a boxing glove, where I was expecting actually box. Don't get me wrong, the game is awesome. The game looks great. And I really love the facelift that I actually gave to this game. But I was expecting to box a little bit more. The game actually got me hooked. It got me hooked because, come on, it's Punch-Out. We all know that Punch-Out is the almighty king of boxing games. And I actually love boxing games. But in your own words, how you rate this game? Comparing it to the original Punch-Out game on the NES, and the one on the Super NES, what is your rating for this game?
Well, it's very hard to compare all the versions because each version has kind of like its own distinct characteristic that makes it Punch-Out, Super Punch-Out, or Punch-Out Wii. But for a rating, I would have to say like 9 out of 10.
I actually would give it a 9 out of 10 as well. Now, Nintendo, I hope that you're listening to this because I really want you to do this. We have a Punch-Out on the original NES. We have a Punch-Out on the Super NES. We didn't even have a Punch-Out for the Nintendo GameCube or the Nintendo 64. But there's the DS. If you actually could make a game with the Wii mode and all those things that the Wii actually delivered, I was hoping to see a Punch-Out version on the DS. It would be great. The only thing would be great to have a Punch-Out on the go, but on the Nintendo DS that would be awesome. So I hope that Nintendo actually does that. Give us a surprise for Christmas or something.
Definitely.
That there will be a Punch-Out for the Nintendo DS. That would be great. But I actually give it a 9 out of 10 to this game. The game is awesome. The graphics are awesome. The music is great. It's a remix from the original music.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, pero aplauso.
music are great. It's actually a remix from the original music on the NES. The cutscenes are hilarious. But I would actually, since it's a CD game, I would love to have seen those in animation. But the cutscenes are great, and I actually love them. The response of the boxers, so from your opponents, every time they taunt you. And one more thing that I actually forgot. Doc Lewis actually talks. He talks. He took about since 1987 something, 1987 I believe, to 2009 to actually learn how to speak. So, but the game is awesome. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I hope you actually enjoyed the video. This is Yumura Kirika. This is my brother. I'm Vidium. Until next time.
Tira el puño.
Dale, dale. ¡Ah!
¿Te ves? Oh Lord. ¿La apago? Oh Dios.
You know, this guy reminds me of Fat Bastard.
Get in my belly!
Awesome. Ya, the Nintendo Wii es verdad. Otra vez, ya, calla.